Hi, Alicia here. Well, today we are on our way to our super secluded hideaway in the foothills of Northern California. And we're out in the middle of nowhere, as you can see, because we have some really important information I want to share with you. So what it is that today we're going to talk about in the video two forms of income. We've got the reoccurring income and traditional sources of income. You're probably familiar with traditional, but the reoccurring consists of really two types: passive income and residual income. Most people don't realize that passive income requires you to actually have money to be able to invest in something. So as great as passive sounds, because you give someone your money and they invest it on your behalf, you really have to, okay, watch out now here. Sorry, little bumps. We're going to go over. So with passive income, you've really got to give someone your money and they invest it, and that money is recurring. The other form is residual income, which is what I like, which is where you work once, so you don't have to have a bunch of capital to invest. You work once and you get paid over and over again. So what I'm going to share with you is why we're out in the middle of nowhere, is some incredible information on a way to generate recurring income that most people don't know about. And why that's so terrific is that, as you'll see in my market intelligence report that I just put out, is that with this information, you can take this new way to generate recurring income and apply it to an incredible technology shift that's about to happen. So definitely check out my market intelligence report if you haven't already, and we'll definitely talk more when we get inside about the two types of income. So hopefully you get some benefit out of it, and definitely check out my report, because you'll see that this is really incredible, which is why we don't want anyone to know about it. So I hope you have, we'll get inside here in a second, and we'll talk real soon. Bye. Okay, we made it inside. So let's go ahead and get started. So the two things we're going to talk about today are how to make income. The first one is traditional ways of making income, and the second is recurring income streams, and that is my favorite. But what we're going to do is talk about traditional first. So this is the one you're probably most familiar with. What you do is you start out with a product or service and you sell it, and in order to sell it, you've got to work to get customers, right? So you work to get customers and then you make money. And in order to make more money, you have to keep working to get more and more customers. So every single 30 days, or whatever that frequency is for you, you have to work and get customers in order to make money. So product or service could be just about anything you can imagine. It could be products, it could be services like consulting, but it is something that you have to work and continue to work to get paid. Now this other way is what we talked about before, or alluded to, is recurring income. And what recurring income is where you work once and you keep getting paid over and over again. So in this example, you take a service, you work, you get that customer once, and then every 30 days you get paid. So see, 30 days you make money, and every 30 days. So you don't have to keep working to get that customer every 30 days. It happens because you've already, you've done that service once and you keep getting paid over and over. So hopefully that makes sense. So an example of a service could be things like rental properties. It could be a service like a recorded coaching program. It could be like an e-service, like an e-book, where you've done it once and you just sell it over and over. So just think of ways in your life that you can make recurring income. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the best way to find a source of recurring income is to think about the necessities in life, right? Especially in this economy, people are going to want to spend money on only the necessities. So it's really important for you to think of what's really critical. So what's really critical are really four things, right? You have shelter, right? And I apologize, my writing is not very good, so hopefully you can read it. The next one is transportation, right? We've got to be able to get where we need to go. So no matter how expensive the price of gas is, people are still going to have to get around. Food, because people have to eat. And the last one is really communications. And this is personally my favorite one, and the one that I think is absolutely phenomenal. So when my husband and I actually first found recurring income streams, what we found was shelter. We found this one, and that's rental properties. But the one thing I'd have to caution you is if you don't like dealing with problems, don't own rental real estate. I love real estate, but you've got to be able to solve problems and handle tenant issues. So even though we have a property, we have a couple property managers, it still requires us to get involved and deal with problems. So if that's not your cup of tea, no worries. There's other ways to make reoccurring income. So, like I said, this is my personal favorite and the one, and I've looked at a lot of them, but communications is awesome because everybody needs it. And in this economy, people are not going to cut off their phone, they're not going to cut off their TV, their internet. Those are things that people need to have to live, which is why it makes it such a great reoccurring income stream. So, because think about it, for example, we knew we were in the right industry because our tenants in our rental properties would pay their cell phone bill before they would pay their rent checks. So it's crazy, but it's a phenomenal way to make recurring income. So my suggestion to you is think about, especially in this economy, what are the most important ways to make recurring income? What do you know that is a necessity that you can make income on? So I talked about communications in the report, and I highly suggest if you haven't checked it out, take a look at it because you'll learn the phenomenal opportunity that's happening because of a major tech shift in this industry. So it allows you to make a recurring income every 30 days. Fantastic. So I hope that's helped you be able to kind of look at 2 ways to make income. Definitely focus on reoccurring. There's a lot of ways to do it, and you definitely want to get that into your life. So we will talk soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care. Bye.